Yeah, so and flight following, we'll take them to Oshkosh because it's easy to pick up now. On your solos, I want you to pick them up all the time. So what happens is after Oshkosh, you got to ring them back up. You know, if you were doing this flight plan afterwards, get up to when you're off with Oshkosh, ring up ATC again, like flight following to Manitowoc, and pick them up again.
When you say bring up ATC, at that point when you're out of the Delta,
Yeah.
right, you would just hop back on with, what is that, Milwaukee Approach?
Yeah, so whatever they're gonna, I think we get one handoff before Oshkosh anyways, but here we could look for, we could call up, yeah, let's call it Milwaukee Departure.
Milwaukee Departure, that's right, yep.
For out of Oshkosh. And then the same thing out of Manitowoc, get flight following on your way back. And you'd be calling up Green Bay Departure up there. So on 120.2.
Got it, okay.
We can do that today as an exercise, or if you don't have to get flight following, it doesn't matter. But we'll take it to Oshkosh for now.
Okay.
We'll at least talk about it when we get there.
So yeah, one of the nice things about this is it gives us a spot for all the frequencies, which I really like, and then the ATIS stuff. Basically, it seems like this is meant to just be a thing that you have out in the open, right?
Right, and there's a good chance on your check ride, he might not disable your iPad or turn it off, but he will probably definitely disable the GPS.
Got it.
Part of it. So you won't know your location necessarily. Sure. So, yeah, you'll definitely want, even if you're flying with your iPad, you'll definitely want that available, because you'll want to write in those times and time out your legs.
Got it.
Approach in use. Landing runway 25 left, 25 right. Departing runway 25 left, 25 right. Notice to airmen. Runway 1 left, 19er right, 1 right, 19er left closed. Runway 25 left, 1 right rail out of service. Transponders required to be on while operating on runways and taxiways. Bird activity vicinity airport. All aircraft read back hold short. And Mitchell Airport ATIS information Victor 1452 Zulu. Wind 270 at 9er, gusts 18. Visibility 10. 1000 scattered, 25,000 scattered. Temperature 18, 2.11, altimeter 2961. RNAV Zulu runway 25 left approach in use. Landing runway 25 left, 25 right.
Missed the wind.
Departing runway 25
yeah,
left,
it was gusting 18.
25 right. Notice to airmen. Runway 1 left, 19er right, 1 right, 19er left closed. Runway 25 left, 1 right rails out of service. Transponders required to be on while operating on runways and taxiways. Bird activity vicinity airport. All aircraft read back hold short. Instructions. All taxiing departing aircraft remain on ground control frequency until advised. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information Victor. Milwaukee Mitchell Airport ATIS information Victor 1452 Zulu. Wind 270 at 9er, gusts 18. Visibility 10. 1000 scattered, 25,000 scattered.
Alright. Airspeed's at 0. We got blue over black. Altimeter is within 75 of elevation. We're at 0 for our vertical speed indicator. Heading is good, and our turn coordinator ball is in the center, more or less. We do have more weight on this side with 10.5 versus 9 gallons, so I'm assuming that's why we're slightly turned that way.
That's probably because you're fatter, but okay. I did not hear contact ground for clearance, so I would contact clearance. Which
Milwaukee clearance 757 Lima Golf, Cessna 152 requesting VFR clearance to Oshkosh at 4,500. We are current with Victor.
Cessna 7 Lima Golf, roger, standby. Cessna 7 Lima Golf, maintain VFR at 4,500, departure frequency 125.35, squawk 5350.
VFR at or below 4,500, 12535 for departure and a squawk 5350, 7 Lima Golf.
Cessna 7 Lima Golf, read back correct. Are you ready to taxi?
We are ready to taxi. We'll need a run up. Maybe we could do that on the Zulu pad.
Cessna 7 Lima Golf, Roger, taxi Zulu pad via Foxtrot Zulu, expect 25 right at Echo.
Foxtrot Zulu, we'll expect 25 right. 7 Lima Golf.
FA Mobile Kilo, ground.
Turning into the wind.
Gotcha.
Air-cooled piece of machinery, you know?
That's true.
Enrichen, 1700. Left, off. Recover. Right, off. Recover. Now we have 150 for each magneto. They have to be within 75 of one another. And that passes both of those. We got positive on the amperage. I can throw a load on there, make sure that's still good. Also checking for suction and oil pressure. All of those look good. Check out the carb heat. We get a little dip there, and then we're gonna go full idle. Make sure she runs. And smooth.
Silky.
Silky. Nice and buttery. All right. Milwaukee ground 757 Lima Golf. Done with the run up, ready to taxi.
Cessna 7 Lima Golf, runway 25 right at Echo, taxi via Zulu. Echo, verify it is Victor.
25 right at Echo via Zulu. And Echo. 7 Lima Golf. Did I catch a Victor in there for some reason?
He asked if we were current with Victor, so.
Yes.
Yeah, you might want just gonna let him know we are current with Victor also for some reason.
We are current with Victor as well. 7 Lima Golf.
Cessna 7 Lima Golf, Roger, monitor tower.
Over to tower, good day.
Cessna 757 Lima Golf, Milwaukee Tower, turn right heading 270, runway 25 right at Echo, clear for takeoff.
Right heading 250? 270. Clear for takeoff on 25 right at Echo, 7 Lima Golf. 70.
270, yeah. Last little check on your mag there is good. There you go.
Airspeed's alive. There's 50. There's 55. That pitch for 70.
Arcajet 232, contact departure, have a good day.
Well, Arcajet 232, thank you much.
Cessna 7 Lima Golf, contact departure, have a good day.
Over to departure, 7 Lima Golf, good day. Milwaukee departure, 757 Lima Golf, current altitude 1,400, climbing 4,500 on a 270 heading.
Career track 334, radar services terminated, squawk maintain VFR, contact Waukesha Tower.
Walking VFR, contacting tower, career track 334.
Cessna 7 Lima Golf, Milwaukee departure, radar contact.
Alright, so once he gives us a turn on course.
Epic 250 Bravo Bob, Milwaukee approach, altimeter 262, descend and maintain 4,000.
What's our heading on our flight plan now we're going to follow once he gives us the course on heading?
335.
335, alright. We actually want to do, oh, you did it right too though, right? So,
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, it's negative 20 to negative 30.
so 335 is our true course, right?
Right.
So we'd account for the wind correction, so it's, yeah, it's about negative 20,
Aircraft
right?
5614, Milwaukee approach, altimeter 2,962, proceed direct SIT-T,
Yep.
descend and maintain
Plus
2,900.
variation plus 4, so we got back to, we're at 320. And then whatever we got on the card here, right?
Yep.
American 2581, turn right heading 070, vector for the downwind.
Looks like maybe a +1 or +2.
Yeah, 2. Maybe.
So right about
Yeah.
a 320 is going to be our, what we're going to go try and fly. See what that gets us. And I would just let them know. Look,
American 2581, finding 075 for the downwind.
We're going to stay at 3,000 for clouds.
Alright.
Just because if he's going to send us, he still doesn't cut us loose, so if he sends
Cessna
us...
7 Lima Golf, resume on navigation, Oshkosh.
Resume on navigation, 7 Lima Golf.
So, we're not going to be able to get high enough. So, to go over either of those deltas, right?
Yep.
Now what do we got to do? What's our options?
So we could split them.
Okay.
Or we could contact one and say we're just flying through.
Right.
Jet speed 302 Milwaukee Approach, Roger, standby 1.
And Milwaukee departure, 757 we go. We're not going to be able to climb further than 3,000, so we're going to split the deltas here.
Cessna 7 Lima Golf, Roger, thank you. Convoy 3591, contact Chicago Approach 135.02, good day.
3502, Envoy 3591, good day.
Breakout 5614, cross 50 at 2,900, cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 25,
we
left
could have done
approach.
what we wanted to, we're on VFR, we can do whatever we want. But if they're sending departures and approaches through Waukesha...
Breakout 5614, runway 25, left.
Call there.
Got it.
29, but it's okay.
But definitely let's make sure we don't go into those deltas.
Yep.
Alright, so let's see, we're on 320. That might get us there, so let's fly that 320 and just see what happens here. That's what we originally thought, right?
Yep. Yeah, I was on the 320, but it looked like we were going to go into the delta, so I'm just bringing it over to 33 for now.
3693 Milwaukee departures, radar contact.
But let's start, can we even see the fucking stadium? Where is the stadium?
King Air 4 Kilo Papa, turn 10 degrees right for traffic.
It's like more behind us than anything.
So let's just kind of start the clock and see what our time is looking. So Foreflight has a clock too, if you don't know that, but okay.
Yeah, will you show me?
Yeah. More.
Oh, nice. Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, there's the stadium. So we're pretty much a beam in now.
So we got 1 minute, I think, for the delta.
3 total.
Yeah.
And then the Highway 41 splits are next.
American 2581, reduce speed to 210.
Yeah, so UES is reporting scattered at 2300 already. So
Envoy 3853,
Yep.
Cross Tonka 10,000, speed 300.
So a couple things now.
193 is level
down a little lower,
5270 heading.
and we knew those winds were higher, lower.
Yep.
Right? So we're going to expect more wind correction.
Twilight 193 Milwaukee departures, radar contact.
And we're corrected about 10
Twilight
degrees
193,
for the
proceed to
deltas here,
direct
but it
grease,
honestly
maintain
looks like
13,000.
Direct grease up to 13,000.
will be really pretty correct.
American 2851,
So
instead of
we'll see.
maintain 4,000.
What are we at here? We're at 2 minutes. We're not quite up.
Envoy 3852, contact Chicago
yep.
Approach 135.02, good day. Breakout 3693, contact Chicago Center
That's pretty close to a beam
123.22.
to me, and we're right at 3 minutes.
Yep,
That looks
cool.
pretty good.
Yeah, 247 is what I had.
Trauma 2, maintain VFR to below 2,600.
8 minutes
VFR
to the
below
split.
2,600, Trauma 2.
All right.
2382, good day, 12.
And we did get also way out here to the west, just on that departure.
Right.
So you could stay at 330, knowing that you got to intercept a little bit where you were at. Either way is fine. Or go back on that 320. So when you planned it, you probably thought that split was going to be on your left, but it will not now, right?
Right.
And visibility is low. So we'll see if we can figure this out.
This is very fun.
Yeah.
Kind of like what it's all about, right?
That's right, yeah. Yeah, the cross-country stuff's the best, man. And this will be up to you. I'm not going to make any ADM
Airport 12
decisions
o'clock.
unless I want you to make it before I would make it. Or if I'm, you know,
Airport Kilo
I want you to make a
visual
feel for
approach
what
15
you're
airport appears to be
comfortable,
one in the pattern never seen.
not what I'm
visual.
So, you feel like it's getting too bumpy, if you
King Airport
if
Kilo
you feel the
Papa,
visibility is
14
too
bridge
bad,
by farthest frequency
if
on
you
the
feel
ground.
clouds are too low, I want you to make the decision to do something else.
Cool. Love it.
So, if this was me flying this route, I would dial up the Hartford,
VOR?
Yeah, they don't have, well, you can do that too, you can do the VOR to Oshkosh, right? You can do that as help you in navigation. But I would start looking a little bit ahead for weather is what I was thinking. So, We got the ADSB radar on here, but it's pretty delayed. So, but if it was me, I'd Fond du Lac, I'd get on that ASOS and start dialing that up and just see what they got up ahead. What are we going to get into before we get to it?
Got it.
Let's just see if we can get that yet. 34-0. Let's dial them up and take a listen here. Not quite getting it yet. Still 50 miles out, so.
All right, I can see the split up ahead.
Got it?
Straight ahead, yeah.
Okay. We got about 5 minutes to go until there, so. And what power setting did you set for?
2,300.
Okay.
I'm climbing though.
Okay. Let's make sure we're conscious of these clouds, right? 500 below.
Yep.
West Bend Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation. 1523. Zulu weather. Wind 280 at 6 gust 9er. Visibility 10,000. Scattered temperature 19er.
So West Bend still reporting 10,000 scattered, which is the other direction that we're not going. So
yeah,
don't know how much that's helping us.
We'll keep it here.
Okay.
Feels nice.
Getting just a little bit of precipitation too.
Yep.
What's our temperature outside right now? Plenty, right? 50 degrees. And we knew that from our briefing, right? That we're not concerned at least for another probably 4,000 feet or so, 3,000 to 4,000 feet.
Yep.
So far our calculations are pretty good, right?
Yep, absolutely.
The direction was pretty good. The timing's pretty good.
Yeah, I think as far as using large buildings,
yeah,
you know, that's a great waypoint.
Yeah, if you can see them, you know, you got that aerial map on here. Sometimes
exactly.
You can't see those. Like this going to Oshkosh, right, we've got really easy landmarks, right? Both of these roads end up in Fond du Lac, right? So,
yeah.
But we can just follow 41 right,
exactly right
to Oshkosh. So we can just start following this road. A lot like the lake on the way back, right? What's your next point out of curiosity?
It was West Bend.
Okay.
Off the right. I thought I was going to be to the left of the highway.
Yep, right.
But it's fine. And it wasn't so much that I wanted to choose the airport, right? Because the airport's on the far east side.
Yeah.
But you'll see the strolling metropolis that is
West Bend.
West Bend.
Yeah. The airport itself probably actually pretty hard to pick out. Especially on a day like today. I don't know that we're going to see that at all.
Right.
But we're at our split here now, right?
Yep.
And we're 7.5 minutes.
Awesome.
Pretty good.
Yep.
All right, I'm not too concerned with the timing anymore, so we're going to ignore that. You understand it? You don't have any questions?
No, that
if we happen to get to that split and it was 9 minutes or 10 minutes, it probably wouldn't be that much, these gaps are small, but maybe it was 9 minutes, 8.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And the DPE just might ask you, well, like, why? You timed out, 8 minutes, why is it longer? And you're like, well, I don't know, I had the RPMs at 2,400, I really planned for 2,300. Or, got a little bit more of a headwind than I planned for. I planned for winds out of 230, and actually today they're a little more out of 25. They actually are right out of 270, yeah. 250, whatever it was, 270, so, yeah. That would account for that as well, right?
Yep.
All right. Cool. Let's just check out that Fond du Lac weather. Did we get it yet? We don't get it yet. All right. Let's use some of our other navigation aids now, right? We're heading to Oshkosh that has a VOR on it, right? Let's help us. Let's use that to help us.
6-3 on the meter now.
Did we have this turned down?
3,000.
Yeah. Oh, must have.
Oh, we got to hear them. Hopefully they didn't give us a handoff.
Runway 25 left approach.
Yeah, this volume goes from like low to off.
3576 after now through descent and maintain 7,000.
But let's get that VOR working for us. Let's dial up Oshkosh.
Roger.
I don't know if you had that on here.
No, I meant to write it in there.
Okay, you did. All right. Oshkosh VOR, look it up. Let's look it up. Let's tune in. Let's see if we can ident it. Let's follow it. And watch your heading, right? We should be at 320 or something. If you want to just follow the road, I guess.
7 Lima Golf approach.
Yeah, Mark approach 7 Golf.
7 Golf, just verifying with you. Did you cancel flight following?
Negative. 7 Golf.
The 7 Golf, Roger. We're showing you squawking VFR now.
Sorry about that. I don't know how that happened. 5350. We're back on 5350, 7 Golf.
7 Golf, thank you.
Use your sectional.
What's that?
Get used to using your sectional until you take that private check ride. That gives you all that information. You're gonna have one open when you fly your check ride.
Yeah.
And I would suggest even having a paper as backup in case you decide to take your iPad away.
Yep.
But you get the VOR right there.
Yep.
It's readily available that way.
116.75.
Okay.
And we are on a 330.
Band 51 Bravo Whiskey Approach.
Wait, which radial are we on?
So if we wanted to fly to it, what do we do?
Got to be the inverse, right?
We're gonna dial that up till it centers.
Bonanza 1 Bravo Whiskey, roger. After Roanoke, proceed directly.
With a 2 indication. And that's about what we want to fly, 340. Now we know we have winds coming out of the west, right?
Right.
So if we fly that, we're going to deviate highly to the right, right?
Yep.
So we're going to have a correction angle in. We know we're going pretty much there.
Yep.
Let's just see what this gives us. If we start deviating, let's correct and follow this now.
Got it.
How do we know we're on that VOR? How do we know it's
radar
functioning?
contact? Proceed direct to perfect. Find via set except maintain 13,000.
It's so hard for me to not get saturated when I hear them talking at the same time.
Turn right heading 090 for the
So there's a test frequency that we can tap into, right?
So we've got it dialed up.
Yep.
We have to ident it, right? We have to ID it. So if we pull this on, pull it, and just land, we'll turn that volume up. And if we hit nav 1 here, we're going to listen for that Morse code identifier. You hear it?
Yep.
Okay. So 3 long, 3 short, 4 short.
Cessna 7 and Golf. Contact Milwaukee Approach on 127.0. Good day.
Over to Milwaukee Approach on 127.0. Good day, 7 Golf.
So I've never done this before.
Okay.
I'm assuming that I would just call up, say who I am, who I'm talking to, and what it is that we're up to.
Yeah. So in order to, and that's going to look Milwaukee Approach 757 Golf level 3,700. That's all they want to see. They want to see that we're still on with the proper altitude.
Got it.
What they're seeing is what we're seeing. That's all they need to know.
Got it.
Milwaukee Approach 757 Golf. Current altitude 3,700 level.
This is 757 Lima Golf, Milwaukee Approach, Oshkosh altimeter 29er 59er.
29er, 59er.
29er 59er. 7 Lima Golf.
So that's the altitude setting they want you to use. So we got to be on that same page. All right.
Wonderful.
It looks like we're still following our course pretty good, right? So if we don't get that ident, back to this, if we don't hear that Morse code, what does that mean?
What does it? What do you mean? What does that mean?
What does it mean if we don't hear the Morse code? What if we can't ident it? We're still showing it here, but we can't ident it. It's not giving us the Morse code. What does that mean to us?
Well, it means that we can't exactly trust this because we don't know if we're connected to the correct VOR or not.
Yeah, that, or maybe it is. Maybe we really are, because it looks like we are, but it's not in service appropriately, or it's out of tolerance, or whatever. So
yeah, so we can
should
check
be
the
reliable.
NOTAMs. Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to rely on that.
Right.
Okay. Checklist. I'm actually going to this old checklist here. So approach checklist now, right? Now we want to start thinking about what we're going to do at Oshkosh, right? We got a little time, right?
Yeah. So what I did is at 20 nautical miles is I threw out basically the ATIS, and then also the tower frequency.
Yeah.
For each of them.
So if it's me, if I'm flying in there, I'm going to definitely see if I can get it now. I'm going to get it as early as possible so I don't have to think about it. I'll maybe recheck in as I get closer. I would see if I could get it now. So 125.9 is the ATIS.
Oshkosh Tower, information X-ray, time 1453 Zulu. Wind 250 at 8, visibility 10. Sky condition, ceiling 2,600 broken. Temperature 16, dew point 09er, altimeter 29er, 59er. Expect the visual approach, runway 27 in use. All aircraft read back hold short instructions.
I need it one more time.
Okay. Airman, runway 18 PAP is unserviceable. Advise on initial contact. You have information, X-ray. Oshkosh Tower, information X-ray, time 1453 Zulu. Wind 250 at 8, visibility 10. Sky condition, ceiling 2,600 broken. Temperature 16, dew point 09er, altimeter 29er, 59er.
No, we're not losing an engine here. I want you to deal with that big cloud layer right in front of us, right? So we know we got 2,600 broken, so it's going to get lower as we get closer to Oshkosh.
Yep.
And we've got clouds 2,600 broken at Oshkosh. That's their ceiling. So 2,600, their elevation 8,800.
Milwaukee departure.
So we're looking at about 3,400.
South of the Sheboygan Airport.
So we're going to need to be about 2,900, which is what it looks right now, right?
Yep.
So we might as well just maintain here. And again, so
you're getting 2,900 by taking 26, adding 8, and then taking 5.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, right. So that's MSL. So they're 2,600 broken AGL.
Right.
They're they're above ground 800 feet. So MSL, that cloud layer is at 3,400.
Yep.
We need 500 clearance, so we need to be 2,900.
Got it.
That looks probably pretty
Milwaukee,
close.
Lane 3 Q's with you, back with you off of Oshkosh, climbing out 2.2 for 3,000.
So we've got all this information coming, right? Clouds are still real low. They're okay though, right? Not too bad.
Plans 3-2, radar contact to west of Oshkosh Airport. You can hold us at head up as filed.
We know we can definitely get into Oshkosh, right?
Hold in,
land safely.
maintain 3,000 lane, 3-2.
So I would continue, right?
Yep.
I mean, on how you're feeling.
Yeah, I feel comfortable. The thing is that the ceilings, or the ceilings, they don't seem to be reducing at a given spot, right?
Right.
So when we checked the weather, we were expecting that low approach around 3,000, and it's still there.
Yeah. And when I first heard that weather, that was the first thing that stuck out to me was that cloud layer, and I was looking at the cloud coming up to us. So taking all that information together, knowing that we got to get down a little bit, right?
Milwaukee Approach, Oshkosh altimeter is 2959.
I think we're okay to continue. Do you feel comfortable continuing?
I feel comfortable continuing.
And are you feeling okay nausea-wise? It is.
I feel great.
Do you want full mist, or like public mist, or do you want just mist approach instructions?
So this is one of my waypoints as well that we're basically flying direct over.
Okay.
And it's this section where I know it so well from driving it for hundreds of years.
389 Milwaukee Approach.
But it's where this turns due north.
29er, 59er, descend and maintain 13,000.
A lot of people use the windmills. The windmill farm is great. You can see those from really far away.
Right.
So those are great landmarks. The windmill farms are great landmarks. That being said, they span a long time. So you kind of got to pick, beginning and something like that.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I know that there's this rest stop right here. It's very...
All right,
so turn 20 degrees left.
Let's finish up kind of planning for Oshkosh. So
20 degrees to the
250
left,
at 8.
4,000, flex at 389.
They said to expect runway 27.
Contact Chicago Center on 133.3.
And we know we're already on with that Milwaukee Approach coming into Oshkosh, so we could get power dialed up and kind of ready to go, so we don't have to mess around with that, right?
So that's going to be 127.0.
Advise me of weather nodes that should in your approach request there.
1270.
We are current with the weather and NOTAMs, and we'd like to keep
I wrote down the wrong frequency.
1270 is the departure frequency, so that's what we're on now. That is the approach frequency.
But our tower frequency is 118.5.
Departure, Oshkosh altimeter 29er, 59er. Proceed direct to Cheddar. Climb and maintain 13,000.
All right, so we got that ready. We got the weather. We kind of know what to expect. They're probably just going to give us some type of left base for 27.
55 kilo contact Green Bay 119.4. Have a good day.
That's what I would sort of expect for our approach.
19.4 over Green Bay.
It looks like there's some pretty heavy rain in front of us. It looks like.
Flush 389. Turn right heading 015. Now
Off this way.
Maintain 3,000.
3,000,
and again, this ADS-B, it looks like we're all kind of in it right now, but the ADS-B radar can be quite delayed, right?
Right.
5, 10, even 15 minutes delayed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, radar ADS-B, got it.
All right, so I think we're pretty prepared to land here. And you?
Yeah.
We got the ATIS, our comms are set. Our nav radio, we still are on that VOR. It's looking pretty decent there. Just a little bit of left of that, but that's okay. We're kind of scooting the lake, no big deal. Make sure we can enrich when we carb. We can add that later when we get a descent.
Yep.
If we do need to descend later, which we do, what's the timing on descent for an airport?
Oh, fuck, I looked this up last week. So I think it's for, what is it, for every 2 miles, 500 feet a mile?
Well, that for descent rate, yeah, but for timing wise, we want to give ourselves about 3 minutes for every 1,000 feet we need to drop. So
Milwaukee Approach and answer taken.
Yeah, flex set
traffic
389, we have the airfield.
pattern is like 1,800.
Flex set 389.
So we got to drop a little over 1,000 feet.
Airport, report cancellation
So we need
for this frequency in the
3
air on the
miles
ground. Change
plus
advisor
another mile,
frequency.
4 miles or so.
Change
Okay,
advisor
plus a little
approval,
buffer.
I see what you're saying.
So we want to start descending probably 5 miles out, start that descent.
Okay.
Which will be pretty close to right up at their airspace, probably when we get handed off to them. Now, do we have Oshkosh in sight? I don't know. We got Fond du Lac in sight. It's right here. Fond du Lac Airport's right here.
Yep.
And we're not super low, but low enough that we do want to pay attention here, that we're not getting in anybody's way.
Yep.
Right, 030 down to 7,000, Steel Jet 591.
So right where that lake jet, right where Winnebago jets out is the Oshkosh Airport is right off of that. So that little island out there, that's Warburg Island, which you have on your plan.
Descend and maintain.
So we're right at about 28, which I think this looks probably pretty close, right?
Yep. 783, contact
Probably
Milwaukee
just on the edge of that buffer there.
Yeah, I brought it down 200.
Yeah, I think that was right. We were kind of figuring 2,900 or so to be at.
Approach 07, contact Madison Approach on 120.1.
So when they hand us off, we're gonna just tell Tower that hopefully that weather is still the same.
Visibility 10. Sky condition, ceiling 2,600
right?
broken. Temperature
X-ray,
16, dew point 09er, altimeter 29er, 59er. Expect the visual approach, runway 27 and use.
32, can you
All
try doing a relay
aircraft
for me,
read back
please?
hold short instructions.
32, affirm.
Notice airman, runway 18 happy,
can you reach out to
unserviceable.
Port 07? He should be on
Advise on initial contact.
127.37. And
You have
then
information,
him contact
X-ray.
Madison on
So they will eventually either hand us off the Tower, or if you get the airport in sight, you can just let them know now.
551 Bravo,
Airport's
Milwaukee
in sight,
Approach,
and they'll switch over to VFR, and then we can start talking to Tower.
Got it.
They might keep our squawk code.
Okay.
If they don't tell us.
32, were you able to get a hold of towards 07?
Okay.
Negative, not yet.
If they give us a frequency code but don't say squawk VFR, just clarify, do you want us to keep our squawk code?
Sure.
And then when we do get handed off, we're just going to tell them, where we are, what we want. We're just going to do a full stop taxi back. That's what we're going to ask for.
Final approach speed.
And then we have information X-ray.
Got it.
Number 7, Lima Golf. Radar service terminated, squawk 1200, contact Oshkosh Tower.
Radar services terminated. We'll contact Oshkosh Tower, squawking VFR. 7 Lima Golf.
Great.
12 miles.
Yeah, about 11 miles I'm getting.
All right.
We'll just say Oshkosh Tower, 11 miles south inbound, full time.
Oshkosh Tower, 757 Lima Golf, Cessna 152. Inbound for a full stop taxivac. We are southeast 11 miles.
Cessna 757 Lima Golf, Oshkosh Tower, enter a left base for runway 27, report 3 southeast, and you said a full stop?
Full bat, stop, correct.
We're going to do one full stop taxi back and then depart to the east after that, so for 7 Lima Golf.
Cessna 7 Lima Golf, Roger.
So, all right, enter left base, which is exactly what we expected, right?
Yep.
He said in 3 miles out, report 3 miles out, so we'll do just that. If you hit right now, if you go to flight plan, if you want to just hit Oshkosh and then direct to figure out everything else,
love it.
and that'll give you your, now you've got your miles there.
Cool. And 27 is the top of the T.
Tower, good day, Steel Jet 591, inbound.
Perfect. So gust factor between 21 and, what is it, 8 otherwise?
Yeah, so about, that's a 10, right? So we'll
Yeah,
take
so half of that
Yeah.
will be 70 on final, 75 otherwise.
Yeah, 75 around, and then, yeah, at the end there, yeah, 65 to 70 for short final, yep.
Cool.
Instead of 60 to 65, we'll go 65 to 70, yep. And maybe we don't use full flaps either, right?
Yeah,
Pretty gusty.
Just thinking
so
20 is probably plenty.
10 or maybe 20, yeah. All right, 5 miles out, we got 1,000 feet to go, so we could definitely consider start getting down the traffic pattern here, right?
Yep.
Especially since we're not going to be on a downwind, we're going to be just on that base.
Right.
So.
Which base is going to be roughly 200 below?
Yeah. And we'll let them know when we're 3 miles out. We're just at the ring, which is 4 miles out.
Yep.
And it'll just be
Landing.
Tower 7 to golf, 3 mile left base for 27. That's all you got to say there. Go for it.
OSH Tower, Cessna 757 Lima Golf, 3 miles on Hayes. Track 4, left base, runway 27.
Cessna 7 Lima Golf, runway 27, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 27. 7 Golf.
I'm going to get ground dialed up for you.
Thank you.
OSH Tower, Cirrus 19 or 7.
Always be careful about looking down dry pad there.
Yep.
That doesn't take long.
All right. Start to configure here. 17. Got some of that.
Cirrus 7, check mark, keep your can slow, just a bit traffic ahead of you, land.
Laps.
Slowing up, 7 traffic.
Descent at 70 here.
Cessna 7 Lima Golf, again, start bringing it in for me, traffic to follow.
Roger, we'll cut it in 7 Golf. All right, let's go to the numbers here. I'll help you out if you need it. But you probably got traffic behind us that you want to hurry up a little bit.
Cirrus 7, Charlie Mike, that traffic you're following is about a mile and a half ahead of you on the angling left base final.
Let's stay in at 10.
What's the traffic?
A little bit of power here.
OSH Tower information, Yankee current, wind 28014, gust 22, altimeter 2960.
Nice.
Cessna 7 Lima Golf, turn right at Bravo 3, no delay clearing.
Bravo 3, no delay. 7 Lima Golf.
Cessna 7 Lima Golf, you can taxi via Bravo, Bravo 4, crosswind 23.
Bravo 4, cross 23. 7 Lima Golf.
Good. So,
That landing felt really nice.
yeah, that was very nice. And so,
70443 uniform, OSH ground running 27.
we'll stop up here
taxi
and
via
talk about it
Bravo
real
4,
quick.
cross running 23.
A couple good things happened there that I want for you for future for solo. So, right, he crunched us in there a little bit.
Yep.
With that Cirrus, but he cleared us to land. So
Right.
that is, it's no longer our problem. It's the traffic behind us. It's
Right.
their problem. If he needs to do something with them, that's up to him. We did cut it in there. If you're a student, you know, if you're on
7
solo,
Charlie Mike, contact Milwaukee 127.0.
don't do anything you're not comfortable with or not able to do.
Charlie Mike?
You don't want to cut
7
it in
Charlie
like
Mike,
that.
coming to
You want
Milwaukee
to just,
127.0, good day.
you know, just quick
Hey,
remind
7
him,
Charlie
you
Mike, over to
know,
127.0.
unable student
Thank
solo.
you.
Got it.
It's as simple as that. Make it his, make him deal with it.
Got it.
Cool. All right.
Generally speaking, it would probably be better to wait back there, eh?
I don't know that answer. If they give you the clearance to cross, I think you're okay. I mean, you're definitely okay to cross. Would it be better? I don't know. Maybe I guess you clarify that with them. I'm not sure to answer that actually.
Yeah.
If someone else is in front of you here, yeah, I'm not sure. This runway also, like, I just don't think they use this runway normally, so.
Right.
Let's ask them then, we're going to ask them for, you're going to go to Warboard Island, because that's what you planned, so.
Yep.
We'll ask for a southeastern departure.
Okay.
That way, hopefully he'll give us that left turnout.
Yep.
If he would, for some reason, give you a right turnout, what can we do?
Well, we could, once we're out of the delta, swing back down low. I thought about this, or we could just go over the top.
Yeah, you could go around. That's pretty far out of your way, right? If you get
Yep.
your right turnout, I would just say climb, right? And just ask him. Or, you know, we can either ask like, hey, can I do a circling climb if we don't have enough altitude? We can't get that high anyways today.
Right.
So it just sort of depends upon how comfortable you are with what altitude over that lake. But I think we can get back up to 2,900. Either circle or just go north until we have that height and then go
Yep.
over, whichever.
Love it.
But if we say southeast here, hopefully he'll give us that left turnout. So.
Lights, Oshkosh, Manitowoc, and a runaway situation.
Okay, we're doing that. We'll be full stop landing next time around.
Roger, thanks.
Okay, we're doing that.
Milwaukee Tower 757, Lima Golf, holding short of 27 at Bravo 4, ready to depart to the southeast.
Cessna 757, Lima Golf, Oscar Star, hold short, runway 27, traffic and final.
Holding short, 27. Traffic in sight. Lima Golf.
I bring students here quite a bit on night to do the night landings.
Yeah.
For a couple of reasons. Nice big runways, so you can actually just do stop and goes. And those big, this was actually labeled nicely too, that big black 5 there, you know what those mean?
What?
Do you know what those mean?
The big 5?
Yeah, on the runway there's a white 5 on a black sign right there.
I'm not seeing it. Oh, yeah.
You know what those mean?
Thousands of feet to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not all airports have those, but
Yeah.
it's nicely labeled here, so if we stop, we know how much we have to go off. So we just
The
stop
tower
and go
is,
there.
when does the tower close here?
Like 9 or 10, I was just, something like that.
Cessna 7 Lima Golf. Don't start your left turn until you leave, 1,800 for the Pioneer. Runway 27, wind 28015, gust 19er, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, and yeah, we'll hold on making that left turn until 1,000 above AGL here. 7 Lima Golf.
Airspeed's alive. Suction good. Oil pressure good. There's 55. Low rotation, low P factor.
Yeah, let's kind of
There we
try and keep that runway heading too, right? We are veering off heavily to the left there.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Alright, there's 1900.
And what's our on-course heading here to the Warboard Island?
It is 140.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I always try to get used to, you know, that takeoff is like the perfect time to check
Yep,
that.
absolutely. I totally missed that last time. Yep.
And what are we going to climb to here now? You planned probably 3,500, but that ain't going to work out.
Right. So 28.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yep. 28, 29. Again, with the X-ray calling out 2,600.
And he did say they went to Yankees. Let's just listen to that quick. Is that 25.9?
This is unserviceable. Runway 27, runway end identifier lights unserviceable. Runway 18 Pappy's unserviceable. Airport advisories. Pioneer Airport is active with vintage and experimental aircraft operating at or below 500 feet AGL, located 1/4 mile southwest of the approach end of runway 9. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Yankee.
Clear for touch and go, runway 27.
So 3,700 broke.
Exchange proof, good day.
Yep.
Frequency change proof, thanks. 7 go. He gave you a frequency change. I mean, he gave you a handoff. He doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
Yep.
Which we did or didn't need. Sometimes they do that, sometimes not. But all right. So at this point, if we wanted to, if we were gonna really do this, if this is you on your solo trip, now you would dial up, back up to approach, so 127.0.
Yep.
And we would just tell them who they are, where we are, what we're doing. So Milwaukee Approach, 757 to go off request flight following to Manitowoc, Cessna 152. We know we're 2 miles to the south of Oshkosh. And then at what altitude you would want?
So I know my course is actually to the left here. I know that I'm not going to get any higher than right now, and we're not gaining anything by going particularly further south, right?
We've got Warboard Island right there, right ahead of us, just a little thinner there. If you were really worried about it, we could definitely go down to the thinner part of the lake, but I think we'll be all right. We got enough altitude to be reasonably safe. And all the ceilings now are reporting.
By 91, that's just clearance.
Quite a bit higher now all of a sudden, right?
Via radar vectors to Iwawi.
All right, and do we have any navigable things to help us out to get to Manitowoc?
So there's the New Holstein Airport.
That is correct, and you can expect
and I don't think they have a VOR.
What about what about a VOR or anything like that? Do we have a VOR available to us?
I'm not, well, Manitowoc has one, 111.0.
What do you think's happening? Take a look at your map. Do you see a VOR there?
Oh, it's DME. It's just distance measuring.
Yeah. No, there is no VOR over there, right?
Right.
But if we could use that Oshkosh VOR, we could track like I don't know, the 7.7 radial would take us there, right? So if we dial up 7.7 or so and put that back on.
I took off the.
I put it back on.
Oh, you did? It's 116.75.
Oh. So. All right, so there we're from the front.
Yep.
So we could actually get it to Manitowoc, so we know that would get us about to there. So if we wanted to, we could go to the left and re-intercept that and follow that right into Manitowoc if we wanted to.
Yeah.
We don't have to, but there is a guide there, right? On your flight plan.
36 uniform, clear for touch and go, runway 27.
Yeah, my flight plan, I had the New Holstein.
Yeah, so but I mean, we could just put OSH, that's the VOR, not the airport.
Right.
To Manitowoc, and now if we click on this, it'll give us the course of 81. So now if we dial 81, that's our direct flight from that VOR 2.
Got it.
So we could get a real exact number. I said 77, I was just guessing.
Got it.
My fingers there. But you can put that VOR in your flight plan also, just instead of the airport.
Yep.
If they're offset a little bit. Usually it doesn't matter, but sometimes those VORs are
Got
offset.
it. Yep.
But it'll give you a nice vector. So let's see if we can re-intercept that 81 and let's see if we can take that right in.
Beautiful.
Just as an exercise in VOR tracking here.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Something, right?
And you use New Holstein for your waypoint, right?
Yeah.
Try and find that right now. We're kind of coming up on it. You let me know if you can see it. Yeah, your flight plan took you kind of direct there. So if you flew direct there, it'd be probably easier to find. But if you were just flying by it like we are now, would that be a good waypoint?
Probably not.
No, it's a super small airport. It's actually hard to find even if you're flying to it.
Right.
Those little tiny ones just aren't good. So again, now we're kind of in this period where it's like there's not great things to look for.
Cherokee 5526 uniform going around.
We do have the town of Chilton right here. That's pretty easy to see. It's the only it's the only town around.
Right.
So that would be a good waypoint for you there, right?
Yep.
This is where I just want you to see like what's really easy to see on a map, on a VFR map.
Yeah.
Some shit's just not.
What drew me to using that is that it's right next to the town.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, well, I can see the town of New Holstein right there.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
So like, oh, there's the airport. You got it. Okay, fine.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so maybe not a bad. Maybe that was a good one. You found it, so no problem. Good.
I looked at the aerial.
Yeah.
Sometimes probably as much as the, going back and forth between the two, you kind of get a decent indication. But of course, that's all looking straight down.
Yeah. Yeah, those aerial maps are nice. Yeah, so we got a couple little clouds here too, right?
Yeah.
So we're okay. We're a distance away from that, but we got to make sure we don't go through those
Manitowoc
So
County
let's just talk about this for a second. So we've intercepted it, so let's start flying that 080, right? That'll get us about there, and then we can start correcting for wind once we start veering off of it. Yeah, good. 080.
Yep.
Now we'll see, right? The wind is going to push us around a little bit.
Yeah.
Although it's kind of coming from mainly right behind us, so maybe not too much.
Yeah, it's mostly tail.
All right, let's get this weather here again.
We're 44 miles out, guys.
Niner. Remarks. Density altitude 1,400. Manitowoc County Airport. Automated weather observation. 1626 Zulu. Wind 270 at 12. Peak gust 17. Visibility 10. Sky conditions scattered 3,400. Broken 4,000. Broken 10.
270, 13, so scattered 3,400. That's what it looks about right. Like we're at 3,500 right now, so we're plenty clear of the clouds.
Yep.
Cool. 270. What kind of runway are we going to use? What type of entrance are we going to use? How are we going to plan on getting in there?
So everything looks to be left traffic.
Good.
So probably go straight midfield for left downwind.
For what runway?
For 25.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. We'd still love to enter those kind of midfield.
Yep.
So we don't want to just come in on a straight, 20 mile downwind. So
I was thinking it was towered for a second. So yeah.
We'll veer off a little bit. We'll veer off just a little bit to the south when we get kind of close there, and we'll kind of come in with that midfield. Nice.
Awesome.
Nice and safe.
Manitowoc traffic, Cessna 757 Lima Golf, 12 miles to the west, approaching for a midfield left downwind, runway 25, full stop. Manitowoc.
You can announce as early as you want. I'd announce it probably a little tighter in, 7 miles. Do that 753, that kind of thing, or 73 when you're entering, something like that. Doesn't matter though.
Yeah, I just figured that second call is going to be half, whatever the first call is, and then kind of half again.
Left base, runway.
So we're staring right down our runway.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
just make a plan. I don't know, any of those white buildings out there or something, whatever you want to do, I don't know. I always have a tendency, one of my lead flight instructors told me this a long time ago, is that the minute you're like just chilling, like just enjoying shit, just do one last go through of, did I do everything that I can do right now?
Yep.
So, frequency set, weather, which we are.
Yep.
I think we're good. I'm just saying, I think we have done
because there's no ground, so if there was a control, if there was ground, I could pop that in.
Yeah. And if we were on flight following, which you would be, this is where you would definitely want to be like, hey, I got field insight or request for you to change, so you can start listening.
Got it.
They have to make those call outs, yeah.
Got it, okay.
Manitowoc traffic, Cessna 7 Lima Golf, 6 miles to the west, approaching for a midfield left downwind, runway 25, Manitowoc.
And what's our altitude we need to get to, and should we start dropping?
So field elevation there is 651. So, and we're at 3,000, so we got 1,500. That would be 3 minutes per 1,000 feet. Yeah, we can probably start right about now.
This plane about 3 miles per 1,000 feet. For this
3 miles, yeah. There's no one in the pattern. There's no one on the ground.
Yep, I don't see anybody rolling. I don't see anybody flying. And I think here's where you can start aiming for that middle of that field to enter that downwind.
Got it.
Manitowoc traffic, 11 Bravo, Bravo, 10, northwest.
Manitowoc traffic, Cessna 7 Lima Golf, approaching for a entering a left midfield downwind, runway 25, Manitowoc.
And does that wind sock agree with what the weather we got? Sort of. Yeah, it looks pretty much right down 25. You're already 100 feet low.
Yep. And fast, so we're going to use the ground reference maneuver to trade off some of that speed for altitude. Learned that lesson last time.
DPE is going to go, that hurt my ears, don't do that again.
VFE.
Hello, Lake Michigan.
I gotta come out a little bit. Okay. For 70.
Turn that base. Let's get out before this guy here.
And to walk traffic, Cessna 7 with the Gulf, turning base, runway 25.
And not so steep, right? Less than 30 degrees.
Yeah. That is wind.
Man to walk traffic, Cessna 7 with the Gulf, turning final, runway 25. Man to walk.
Let's make sure we make this first runway here too, so make this as short as you can. Pull that power just a smidge. There you go. Woo! Yep.
Yep. Answers with runways.
I just want to make sure we get up here. That citation is pretty close, so.
Good, sir.
Manitowoc traffic citation 211 Bravo Bravo is a 3.5 mile final.
And to walk traffic, Cessna 7 Lima Golf, clear of all runways, taxiing on Bravo 1 back to the FBO. And to walk.
And we will hold short of 17 for landing traffic. Manitowoc. Perfect, thank you, sir. 211 Bravo Bravo.
Very different sight picture on this runway.
Yeah, right. A little smaller, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
ended up being way higher than I realized.
and that's exactly what happens, right?
Yep.
That's that illusion that does happen. So yeah.
Manitowoc.
But all good, man. Let's look at that.
Manitowoc traffic citation 211 Bravo Bravo. Short final 17 Manitowoc.
Okay, those flaps
Yeah.
look like they're at 50, 60 degrees.